Hello, my name is Willie Lindsay. Today I will present a Green Book Research Industry Trends Report presentation. The research industry continually innovates, and it is vital to understand trends that are taking place in the current environment as well as the environment of the future. The agenda is as presented. We'll discuss trend-inspired skills, emerging approaches to market research, trend-inspired challenges, a challenge transformed into opportunity, lessons learned, and then take some questions. The 2018 Green Book report gives acknowledgement to trending skills in a number of areas. The top four are highlighted as follows: data analytics and data science. Marketing and consultant specialist Brooke Patton theorizes market research and data science need to be thought of as related entities. Combined insights from these two can lead to a deeper understanding of marketing issues. This is the skill set that will fit into my market research proposal. Electronic health care record systems patient portals will need to be closely managed based on the data and evidence to prove utility to patients and stakeholders in a wide array of usages. Storytelling and visualization. Data storytelling combines two factors: discrete data and social messaging. Potential customers and consumers, as well as stakeholders, are more receptive when they hear messaging and verbiage they can identify with. The customer-focused approach. Visualization increases comprehension. Seeing the data makes understanding easier. Visualization also increases retention and is visually stimulating and appealing. Sales and business knowledge. Sometimes it's who you know more so than what you know. Building relationships and providing human touch in this age of automation is still a nurturing prospect. It typically garners repeat business and increased revenue. Critical thinking. Don't jump to conclusions. Learn how to think more than what to think. Terry Grabenstein suggested in a 2017 article that critical thinking allows marketing researchers to reason clearly about marketing and aids in better marketing decision making. The Green Book reports a collection of emerging approaches such as depicted on this slide. Mobile surveys. The masses are already inextricably tied to their mobile devices. It would be a missed opportunity not to take advantage of the environment. The mobile survey approach considers a technical mobile involvement that includes screen size, scroll or swipe, tap or type, among other things, that make the experience engaging to the customer. This is the most interesting for my proposal. Over the course of testing of various patient portal applications, user opinions are heavily slanted toward having full access to the patient portal, patient care experience via their mobile device, to include providing a forum in which to articulate their future needs. Online communities. This is essentially a focus group online. Forrester Research quotes SRAM in defining a market research online community. It is a group of captive, interactive people joined online together by a common interest, systematically harvested for qualitative market research purposes. Webcam interviews. Webcam interviews can happen anywhere with an internet connection, and such agility cuts logistical costs like no other. A noteworthy aspect of webcam-based interviews is that a respondent can participate from the environment of their choice, which are often instrumental reminders of preference and identity. Social media, social media analytics. According to the Market Research Future website, this is the process of gathering data from the social media websites and analyzing that data to make business decisions. Major factors driving the growth of social media analytics is the increasing number of social media users and great focus on market intelligence increase in spending on analytics. New trends are challenging in distinctive ways. The growth challenge. Chris Inger in the Grit report writes, competition for consumer spending is higher than ever. Generational differences, smaller, more nimble startups and custom ethics challenge big brand growth and revenue generation processes. Patient portals are vital to the patient-centered model of healthcare, but today's versions typically have limited functionality and adoption is still low. Healthcare facilities that invest early have inroads to the growth of the patient, to the portal utilization, and with appropriate market research can possibly find early opportunities to exploit the market. Competition for consumer spending. Market research helps find customers for the business. Competition analysis helps you make the business unique. You combine them to find a competitive advantage. Comp- Competitor analysis helps to identify competitors and better position organizations to sell products and services. Millennials are more diverse, sophisticated, and demanding. Paraphrasing Zeller in February 2019, the millennial generation represents the largest generation, consisting of approximately 80 million people with over 170 billion in purchasing power. Millennials marketing and understand how to reach the millennial generation is critical and enhances organizational branding and integrated marketing communication strategies. With regard to electronic healthcare records patient portals, millennials are not only patients, but they are the emerging workforce, which makes them stakeholders as well. Smaller, nimble startups that use technology for planning and a laser-like focus on the right thing at the right time will survive. In addition, technology levels the playing field or provides more parity amongst competing businesses. Even the small startups can conduct market research in this technology-driven atmosphere. Here the discussion addresses a specific challenge, the millennials' diversity and how it can become an opportunity. Millennial diversity. Millennials entail great potential, but organizations have to rethink in order to reach this somewhat special target group. Generational changes occur in customer behavior and buying behavior. Millennials were born into the digital world and are used to doing their own research, meaning they know how to find the product or services they desire. And studies have shown that brands that seem personal, often through a strong presence in social media, appeal to the younger audience. The opportunity is in how an organization convey their brand's voice and attempted to satisfy the millennial desire for natural and non-automated communication. The reality is that millennials are willing to spend money, and in some areas, they outspend other generations by a considerable margin. However, because of the sheer number of products available to them, they tend to do research before buying. Goldman Sachs reports that 57% of millennials will compare prices in store before making a purchase. Marketers looking to sell to this generation will need to find ways to stand out from the competition. These are some of the best practices for attracting the attention of skeptical millennials. Millennials is an opportunity to succeed for those who can deliver. Brands of all sizes around the globe are trying to engage millennials and understand what motivates them and drives their attitudes and behaviors. So, lessons learned or key takeaways and how they relate to healthcare patient portals marketing. Using tools that can help gather traditional types of data in more efficient ways, gather new types of data, more effective analysis of data, and new ways to communicate that data to deliver impact are major areas for addressing anything in the healthcare community. Get unbiased data from credible sources. Create the right segment and embrace nuances and complexities. Technology is still a differentiator. Patients are no longer just a patient. They are a consumer with decision-making influence on the business of healthcare. Both buyers and suppliers are investing in technology and provide very actionable recommendations about what the business should do. And finally, opt for other than single studies, as single studies in the area of products and services may not be sufficient. So we'll stop here and take any questions you may have at this time. Thank you for your time and attention.